Right, we wrapped up this quest. Out of curiosity, could you steal back the ring?
The monster.
Not like we have any thievery though, so I can't even attempt it, but
Here I am, here you are. Here we are.
out of curiosity, that's something... I need to make a marker of that, because I'm gonna forget this idea in 2 seconds.
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now.
Right,
Here I am, here you are. Here we
the
are.
underground. Right, so
Yarrow girl?
that's one entrance possibility. That's another.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am, here
That's the main gate, so it's a little bit to the side. That's a third. Let's go to that first. We will have to talk to Gavin though. I don't want to give up the gauntlet, no matter what. Teleportation is just such a good ability to have. Any kind of a... not sure what I would call them. Position manipulating ability in a battle is incredibly valuable, because really a lot of survivability against with certain units depends that they can maintain their location in relation to us. If I can change that, they're very easy to take down. Also, I can negate some area of effect abilities. They're not gonna be so eager to bombard me with them if I get some of their guys to mix in with my own.
When another divine arises, will source change back?
Also,
What
if
if
they
the
have
Lord
some kind of a
says
super killing monster, I can sort of buy time by throwing
So
it back a
quickly,
couple of
we
times.
find source so dangerous. What in
Shrine to the Divine.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Notice the button Withermore described and press its worn surface.
You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
He has spoken. Lucian has spoken.
So I'm gonna have to make a map marker here. The game doesn't seem to give a shit. Steel ring hatch. So that's at least 3 entrances. Teleportation is probably one. There's also an area here and here. It's probably within teleportation range. This is the likelier one, because I can't see a purpose of this place unless it's meant for you to sort of jump over. And there was a cave there, right, so it goes quite a lot of options. Not sure if there's actual meaningful differences in what you take though.
She's gone, Father. Gone.
So, what's the news?
It was a trader. Ah yeah, he's the air spell trader. There's nothing really useful here. Well, not, let's say nothing, but no game-changing abilities at the moment. Tell Gavin you have the teleporter.
Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way out's nice and secluded. It starts in a little hidden alcove on the beach.
So I was right.
Give me your map. I'll show you where to go. And hurry! Not a tick of the clock to spare!
Yeah, the alcove.
Vara. She ain't come back.
Rats.
Say, Do all lizards smell like oranges, or is it just that crazy fellow with the pointy tail?
A tip about where to find the missing oranges.
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
Harbor. Don't see any ships. We're so far away from it though that we couldn't see anything even if there is something here. And there's enough things here that it's hard to imagine this being totally abandoned. Looks like a battler area. What's the other part here? This seems like a shorter distance jump. You could get there. Not sure if you can actually make the jump. Ooh. Well, I'll look at that. Yes, probably. No, I think you could jump here and then jump there. I think this might be safer.
Perfect. Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after. Oh, we're almost free. Can you taste the ale? Oh, the scent of home.
Color me skeptical about your promises.
Hey, over here.
Why not just go down? Do I want...
Hey, over here.
I'm thinking, do I want to go this way? We might as well let's see where it goes. Because we have the other options, and I'm not sure they're... the Witherspoon... No, it's not Witherspoon. What the hell was the guy's name? Withermore, I
Over
think.
here. It isn't far.
Yeah, Withermore Soldier Art. That seems like the least likely that you will just accidentally stumble upon. So I'm thinking that might be the best option to go with. This is very obvious. He goes out of your way to stop you. So I'm assuming it might be a better entry point.
No, over here. It isn't far.
A hole. A hole. Where would it go though? Wait to find out.
No, over here. It isn't.
Down. I'm not so sure I want to go down. Yes, there's a cave there, but that's entrance to the fortress without a doubt. I'm not sure if that's the plan. Because we're definitely within teleportation distance of this. But again, is this a good idea? If I go forward, I don't know if I can go back anymore. Still, I'm not exactly in a horrible shape, and if we encounter any enemies here, I can easily determine if they're level appropriate. We can always go back at that point.
Quickly now. Come along. Now, come towards me. I'll teleport you down. I just need to see you clearly. Come close to the edge as you can, friend. Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch, just by the torch.
Okay, so he actually seems to be holding to his word. He already had the teleportation, but because he has the spell version, there's no way he can use it on himself. He needs a partner. Doesn't matter if they know any kind of magical ability or not. So I'm supposed to teleport him there. Let's send in a scout first. Seville has some stealth abilities. How the fuck did your sneaking fail? Locked door, we're not opening that. Magister Ranger. Hostiles. Silent Monks. Magister Deva. Level 4. Level 4. I think we're all level 3. This is not a good idea. Not level appropriate enemies, also they have probably more armor than we have. Yeah, they have a single area armor more than we have combined armor. This is not a good idea. Although, we might have the numbers advantage. Oh no, we don't.
Durable than the last group Dallas sent.
You can't be serious.
Let's see how they react. Hopefully the hammer is onto something.
The divine and destroy the entire elven homeland.
Well, you know, not on purpose.
Couple of rangers,
No
an
way, no
inquisitor.
how. Sure, he wanted to defeat the Black Ring. He wouldn't have wiped out all that land.
I've seen the etchings myself, mate.
Magister Deva. And 4 of these, so 8 versus 5. And they're higher level than we are. Yeah, this is not going to end well. If we're lucky, we might be able to encounter them in 2 different groups, but
Well, you
even
know,
then that
not on
would be
purpose.
troublesome at the very least. Yeah, this is a horrible idea. What's your level? Could he turn the tide? He's level 2. Yeah, this is a goddamn death sentence. Sorry, but this is not a good idea. Maybe if we were on level 4, then this might be reasonable. Now it's just you're asking for trouble. If I was confident in my skills and equipment, I might give it a try, but I'm not at all. So you're gonna just have to stay there for a while, unless you want to go down. I could loot the dead elf, I suppose. I have a feeling I'll come back here later anyway, so that's... Although, there's really no harm in doing that, and it's really easy. Also, oh, for fuck's sakes. I only wanted to go with one guy. These are my last words. I ask that one of my own kind, my own heart, reads them. Dear one, consume me and remember, I am not lost here forever. Maybe you leave and you take me with you, please. Right now this just went even more complicated. Gigantic waste of time. Since we are here, we might as well also look what the hell the cave here is. Yeah, it's holding cells in the fortress, right? One access path. I don't think it'll, in the end, might not matter all that much. However, at the same time, I don't know, so I don't want to take a chance on that. I'll take the most interesting sounding path. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's the most interesting sounding. More or less, let's say, might be the most rewarding. I mean that in quite the literal sense. Well, we know where to get a trader for air spells at least. The path of the soul. Scroll of Rain. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Almost killed the cat. Right, there's a little bit something. Never mind. Waypoint discovered. Eddie. Fort Joy dungeons. They don't all paths don't lead to dungeons though. At the same time, it seems that many of them do, probably for a reason.
That face, it's almost familiar, like a long-faded memory. The droplet burns both hot and cold, and yet you feel no pain. You step towards the flow, desiring more, wanting desperately for it to take you, and darkness envelops you.
Yeah, this is definitely the same prison area. So the all paths just lead here. I don't... we could have broken the door from the other side. I'm sort of curious about the other paths now. Because if they all lead to the same place, we might as well loot them too, and then just continue on one of them. There was another path on the beach. Need to keep moving so the cat won't die. Underground.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Yeah, we can at least get a lot of experience by simply going to these places. Path of the common knowledge. Looks like an entire cavern system this time. Yeah, we can see the same place. It just comes from a different direction, the same place, but I wonder if it's a similar place where you, unless you come from this direction, you can't come back. I mean, this is not reachable from the other side. Why fire? Yeah, this is a nasty place. Fire slug. Fire heals, water does a huge amount of extra damage, and poison resisted. Level 3, so they're appropriate enemies for us. We don't want poison because it'll explode and heal them. We just have one water wand. It's not a good wand, but it'll do double. It'll not do double damage, but it'll do 50% extra damage, so it'll compensate. No fire damage. Did I sell all my extra shields? I probably did, because that's what I would do. Yes, excellent. They are poison damage would work on them though, and I think they're more or less on fire constantly anyway. It would just do a little bit of reduced damage, but it would do damage. Alternatively, I could make a couple of improvised wands. With any luck, I'll get something other than fire at least. No, I can make a single improvised wand, so fingers crossed with this one. It's a better fire wand, I think. You're right, so thanks game. It's not actually hostile though, it's neutral. Might be able to talk with it. Buckets of water, yeah, this is probably a good thing to have.
This again?
More buckets of water.
This again.
water balloons, mugs of water. I have made it this far. Now there's only a little length of ground to cover. I hear them talking, these strange creatures. One is a royal, I believe, the other is her disciples. But from what I can tell, they've been locked down here for a long time. My strategy is stealth. I'll sneak past them during one of the royals' more impassioned speeches, and they'll likely not even notice me. Home to Corvo, to Rusket, to my farm again. Yeah, stealth is not gonna work no matter what I wish for here, so we'll have to try something else. I do have hit pals, so I can probably talk with the poor buggers. Gurgle gurgle. Right back at you, slug friend.
You there! Foot slug! You're trespassing in the princess's royal court!
Bow with absolute solemnity and say you've never knowingly breached royal protocol.
I had all but decided this heathen world had forgotten courtly etiquette. Perhaps I was too hasty in my judgment. Her Royal Highness may tolerate your presence if you continue showing decorum. Remember what I told you, though. She is not in a mood to tolerate fools.
Admit that your knowledge of courtly matters could be better. Is the princess from a long line of fire slugs?
The creature quivers with indignation.
We were not always like this. We were once a proud, upright people like yourself. Our princess was betrothed to marry Brachus Rex, the Source King.
Everything tied to Brachus Rex. Ask if something happened between the princess and Brachus.
My princess was to marry that vile cur, but instead he took exception to her outspoken nature. He cursed her and all of her retinue, including me. Now we are trapped here like this, until Brachus relents.
Note that Brachus was vanquished long ago. He won't be lifting any curses in the near future.
Truly? The tyrant has fallen? Why then my princess is free to do as she pleases. Be sure to tell her it'll brighten her mood to no end.
It looks like there might not be a fight here after all. Also, I thought this was steam, or it is steam literally, but these all seem to be
Something's up ahead.
spew water instead of anything deadly to us. Cat is on fire. Ah, God damn it, cat. Try not to get yourself killed. Amadovier. No idea what it is.
I've spotted something.
Rawhide scale pants, +1 perseverance. Restores magic armor after you recover from frozen or stunned. Physical armor after knockdown and petrified, so this is pretty much irrelevant. The restoration level is pathetic. I suppose it provides immediate protection against other status effects, but the the strength of the restoration is too little, because the status effects attacks also do some damage. So it would have to be restore at least more than the incoming damage, otherwise it's pointless. Do we have people with no pants? So he has stained pants, which isn't exactly amazing. Right. Minor improvements. Should we pick a fight here? That's maybe the better question. Because we need to have a experience point source. We can't just keep evading all fights. 3 slugs at least. Royal Fire Slug. Level 4. Rain would be a good spell at this point. We can always pick fights later. I think we need to make sure that Lose is the one who meets the Royal Fire Slug.
Psst. Tell me, is the sky still blue? It is, isn't it? I knew it. I suppose the sun is still quite orange as well. Ah, yes, I remember it well.
Okay, let's just go talk to the Royal One.
The fiery slime creature looms imperiously over you and utters a questioning gurgle. The slime beast growls.
Wrong character was the closest character to it. Can't understand what it's saying. And I was so careful not to get into this situation. So, fight is definitely the fallback position here. Could you possibly do it so that the group leader does the talking? I don't understand why the game sort of caters fairly well to casual players in the sense that it allows for a lot of modifications and conveniences. But the one thing it will not allow is for you to decide who the person is that actually does the talking. So it just randomly picks the, well, not randomly, but it picks the closest character. And that's a pain in the ass in some situations. But of course you can reach it.
You there, girl. Did Brackus send you? Is he ready to apologize?
Say that Brackus Rex is long gone.
Brackus is gone. You're telling me that my Brackus, my betrothed, is no more?
Not, and repeat that Brackus Rex was vanquished long ago. This seems somewhat risky, but the first luck, so I said that I should basically tell her this.
He's gone? You're absolutely, positively sure? That means I'm free! I can take suitors, find myself a real prince! Not like that scoundrel Brackus. I've lost too much time on that wastrel Brackus as it is. Take this proclamation and see that all hear of it. Princess Zenthia of the Firelands is free once more. Go now. I expect the most eligible kings and suitors to be petitioning for my hand in marriage as soon as possible.
Before you leave, ask that Her Royal Highness repeat her tale of woe. People should know of their princess's plight.
I suppose the small folk of Rivellon ought to know my tale. All was well after my engagement to Brachus for a time, but then he started to pay less attention to me. He had mind only to play around with his blasted sauce follies. I gave him a good tongue-lashing about it in front of the whole court. But, well, it didn't have the desired result. He transmogrified me and all my servants into the beasts you see before you. I will not yield, though. I remain royalty, right to my very core.
Sort of dull encounter. To all the dwellers of Rivellon, noble and common alike, let it be known that the once planned nuptial between Her Most Royal Highness Princess Zenthia of the Firelands and the fallen despot Brachus Rex have been annulled, and are to be stricken from all public records. Furthermore, Her Royal Highness wishes it to be known that she is willing to consider courtship overtures from gentlemen of note and wealth who are befitting her royal status. All hail Princess Zenthia.
Why have you returned? Go and deliver the proclamation I gave you, or I'll have you slow roasted over an oak.
Who the hell am I supposed to deliver it? I want to see my other options. I mean, this avoids the fight, sure, and I can move past, but I'm sort of looking forward to the fight because I need the experience. Probably the loot too. Also, is this really the only thing I can do here? Just a fight? I suppose we can always come back and pick a fight for no particular reason, so...
You there, girl. Did Brachus send you? Is he ready to apologize?
Sense the precariousness of your situation and play along. Say you were sent to deliver a message.
Silence! I won't have the grovelling of that whelp Brachus delivered by some half-wit servant. Only when he prostrates himself before me will I even begin to consider the notion of forgiving him.
Keep up the charade, asking if a lowly servant like yourself can inquire as to what Brachus did to her.
You truly are a dim-witted specimen, aren't you? I was to be wed to Brachus, but he flew into a rage after a lover's tiff. He put a curse on me, and all of my courtiers, transforming us into the beasts you see before you. He'll come to his senses sooner or later. Then he'll beg me for forgiveness.
Say that you'll gladly bring the message to him if she were to let you pass.
The slug's features crease into a look of what might be suspicion.
You seem in an awful hurry to leave. An awful hurry. You know what that makes you seem like to me? A spy.
So, it seems to me that the end result is going to be one of two things only. Either you bite them or they just let you go. And if you know the correct dialogue choice to take, you can easily just go through this without any fighting. I think we have a decent amount of memory, so... Say that her senses must be failing her after so long in this dark cavern. You are no threat. That seems sort of like an insult. Growl that you don't care what she thinks. Yeah, probably. Say that you are only in a hurry because Brachus Rex is such an unforgiving master. You don't want to incur his wrath. That might work. I mean, it sort of happened to her. Say that you could never betray a majestic being such as herself. Your intentions are pure as driven snow. Confess that lowly servant like yourself can only bear to be in the presence of such majesty and beauty for so long. Yeah, might as well go with this. Memory, I have something in it, but I have no idea if does it matter at all. I think I'll choose based on the dialogue. Persuasion success.
Perhaps you're not a spy, then? But there's something off about you. If you're truly a servant of Brachus, then you should know in which hand he wields his axe. Left or right?
Does he have an axe? I mean, Withermore had a spear of Brachus Rex thrust through him. Does it refer to the statues we see? Right hand?
Wrong answer. Guards, kill her!
Right. We'll pass through this for now. We'll do it the easy way. I was just wondering, could there be something else you could get out of this, but it seems like you have the easy way to do it, you have the tough way to do it, and then you have the fallback position of fighting. We'll be friends first, then we'll go loot the corpses.
You there, girl. Did Brachus send? Brachus is gone. He's gone? I've lost too much. Go now.
We might as well read the letter, it might affect conversations or something. Not exactly massive amounts of loot. You could have bypassed this pretty much entirely. Yeah, this was a top path. Easier one would have been there. Easy to bypass. A decent shield. More importantly, an extra shield. Where the hell are the goddamn wands? Well, I did create the better fire wand, I guess. And against anything else, it's probably a decent one. Right. What I wanted to know is, can I talk with the other slugs? The cat is following us.
You're not fit to kiss the princess's slimes. Ugh.
Princess is looking so very radiant, isn't she? Yes, like an oozy meteor blazing through the blackest night.
So these are more or less worthless people. To me, it looks like your approach mainly decides which jail cell you'll end up in when you go to prison. The above ground path, on the other hand, that leads to a big fight. Dangerous big fight.
Who are you? Who are you? Get out of here! Where are the guards? Guards, help!
Why are you calling for the guards? You're a goddamn prisoner. Calmly suggest she stay quiet. If the magisters come, you'll both be in terrible trouble.
All right, I just... They do terrible things here. If they think for a second I'm trying to escape again, they'll do to me what they did to him.
Ask her what she's seen.
Not seen. Heard. There's a man over there. They tortured him, questioned him. Seekers. Something about Godwoken. He didn't know anything, but they didn't care. I heard his screams. I heard something eating him from the inside. No. It can't happen to me. It can't.
Tell her you're looking for a way out. How did she escape?
Shh! You can't escape. Don't you know what's outside the fort? I tried to leave. I heard of a shelter in the Hollow Marshes, a place where sorcerers could go. The undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. Shredding, tearing. I came limping back, and now...
Decide she seems unstable and leave her be.
Wait! Where are you going? What are you doing?
Tell her never mind. She should stay here in her cell and you will be on your way.
Outside the bones are gnashing. In here the magisters are cutting, slicing, grinding, smashing. Poor thing. Poor fool. I hope it's an easy death then. Decapitation. Yes, I do wish that for you. No, take care. Take care.
Yeah. So, things are not exactly well here, in a shocking reveal. Yeah, this is a much more dangerous path though than the Withermore path. Real fighting, you need to have lockpicking skills and all that. The teleportation path, again, it's pretty safe. There's nothing to it. Surely we have lockpicks. I can make more if we don't. There's a rat here.
you? Oh, hi. Are you here for the pointy lock undoer?
Are you here for the pointy lock undoer? Right, lockpick. Ask the little rat if she can tell you anything about this place.
This place? Well, the fleas seem very happy, at the very least.
Yeah, nice conversation. Teleportation scroll, very, very useful. Also a skill book of some sort, not skill book, but a recipe book. Makeshift wands. Anything else? I don't want the rat to get around wandering, just in case I need to get my hands on it later. Prisoners might stay in their stealth, but I don't think the rat will. Zillik?
The dwarf lazily opens an eye, glances at you, and shuts it again.
Yeah. No. Can't help you.
Ask him why his cell was unlocked.
Got no reason to scramble out, me. It's hot and busy out there. It's cool and quiet in here. Or at least, it used to be. Whatever's going on with you and your passenger, I don't really need it in my vicinity.
Pause. It can see the thing?
See? Nay. Sense? Good gods, yes. Used to be a sort of demonologist. Was learning the arts, at least. Never did have much of a knack for it, to be honest. Studied under a real maestro, though. Learned this and that, too.
I'm not sure if I want to try to learn information about the thing inside me, because it seems to become very hostile at that point. But question about the master would probably be safe. Ask him about his master. You've been looking for someone to help you sort out the matter at hand, buddy?
Well, he's not here in Fort Joy, I'll tell you that much. But there may be something. I might be able to tell you exactly what's inside you. Might be any number of things. A ghost, a floater, a lucid dreamer who took a wrong turn somewheres. Let me try something.
He places a thumb on each of your temples and one foot gently on yours.
Now, let's see. Whoa! Holy. You ought to thank your lucky stars that thing hasn't turned you into a meat puppet by now. You need help. Serious help. Do me a favour. Get out of here and hie ye to the north of Driftwood. My old master was hot on the heels of something there, and if anyone can help you, he can.
Ask for his master's name.
I don't dare say it now. Not while your guest is listening. Don't you worry. With something like that inside you, he'll either come to you, or you'll be drawn to him soon enough.
So Driftwood. Still, useful information. Blood. Door to the main floor. Okay, we need a key. Skeletons. Magister Ranger. So there's gonna be a fight here. They're gonna be positioned on the side, so it's a main task to fight them. I teleport people over there. Probably, yes. So we could choose to fight from this position. We could at least secure this. We would have an advantage attacking there, and the enemy could only come from that point. I'll talk to the third prisoner first. How many enemies?
I... Go on, speak! That's why you're here, isn't it? It isn't right. Right, Del. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine, damned chaos.
They probably have the key to this, so I don't want to waste any more lockpicks. Right, from what I can see there are 4 enemies there, 1 wounded guy, 2 fighters, 2 probably range attackers. So what we're gonna do is enter the location. Okay, can I go a little bit closer? Enter it from this. Hopefully that'll allow me to fight in a more advantageous location. Hopefully they don't kill the cat. Everyone else but the one guy who's shooting at the cat has been ignoring it though, so I'm sure he's gonna be safe. And he's gonna disappear the moment there's any fighting.
I ought to feed you to my hounds for this treachery.
Not sure how beneficial this is to us actually, because we don't have a huge amount of range attack power, so in many ways this might be a disadvantage to us. But what I think it would allow us to do is to manage the incoming damage. So while minor disadvantage maybe, it's unlikely that we could be easily wiped out. So is there any way to actually see her? Yeah, this is a bit of a problem now. Can I see through that? Yes. I wonder if you could get in here by being jailed. Seems logical enough. Maybe not the preferred way, but simple pendant, wits and poison resistance. Which is nice, but no one can wear pendants at the moment.
Right.
I need one of the melee fighters to go first to secure that location and attack the ranger. At the same time we might well get into a conversation, so let's see what happens.
Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort?
Yeah, they noticed me too soon. Tell him you're leaving and you wouldn't advise him to stand in your way.
Ha! That's almost cute.
He looks you up and down.
Got a nice marble to you, haven't you? Good. My hounds have been looking a little on the lean side.
Yeah, this is bad. to get into better positions quickly. Also, you have the teleportation. Also, I don't want to kill him. Also, the ranger there can fully fire at us without any problems. Right. Turn into a chicken. Magnificent. The main problem now is that the wounded guy on the floor is gonna be horribly murdered, burned to death. Yep. I sort of wanted just the oil there to slow them down. I didn't realize it's gonna be igniting. So, my bad. Also, the conversation seems to go badly no matter what we do, so there's no point having the low save be the first one there. Her having teleportation gauntlets is not actually a bad thing, but I don't think it's a smart choice either. She has other things to do. You need to heal, you need to kick ass. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a bad one. The main thing is that she has more initiative than others, so she can act first. Right there. This probably ignited the oil.
Isn't right. All right, Del. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine damned chaos. Please. Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? Ha!
He looks it too.
This is good for us in many ways. I can just drop the oil there and burn them. I have a second oil there if I want to do something. Please ignite directly. Might not. Did not. The problem with the Dolores thing here is that he's not part of the fight, so he'll keep taking fire damage, even though the fire shouldn't be able to have enough attack power to kill him. Let's see how it goes this time. Yeah. So the real problem isn't really how we're going to kill them, it's how we're gonna kill them without killing the guy wounded and lying on the floor. The oil seems to just spread to ridiculous lengths.
Please. Gods know how much blood you have on your hands now.
We would have to drop it somewhere here, rather, to make sure it doesn't spread down. But she does not need to be the first one to go up. And we can add extra fire with him.
Sorcerer! What do you think you're...
He looks...
don't know,
Right, this way Sabine gets to start first. It seems like the one who we control has sort of a negative going working against her, him or her. They're in a fairly good spot though now. But they're also melee characters, so they will have to come through here. I don't need to care too much about that. Jesus Christ, the oil just spreads and spreads and spreads. I guess I can not ignite it. I actually do have a plan. I can try to create something here that will wipe away the oil. I also need to get the hell out of here. Hell out of the way, rather. Where's the oil? It's spread so goddamn wide. I don't want to block him, though. Nasty bit of business. There's no way I can reach that. Shit. Can easily cause a status effect on the hound. Oh shit. Oh, I really don't want to do this. Yeah, this is not gonna ignite everything here at all. What can we do? There's not a lot of room if we go up there. Same time, if we don't go up there, there really isn't all that much we can do. Shoot a fire arrow, please. No? Right.
Well, take you.
Save your points. This might actually be the best thing about the 2 extra points after a kill. You can save them for the next turn to get 6 instead of 4. Didn't really think about it when I took the ability itself. Right, we are in no danger of getting burned to death by the oil. Right, I think this is a good choice. We do not want to ignite the oil anymore at this point. It's a little bit troublesome maybe, but that's okay. Incoming damage is so minor at this point that I can easily heal through it, and I haven't had the need to heal anything so far. We're doing fire poison combo with the wands though, so we'll have to be somewhat careful who we shoot. Actually, it might be better not to fire on anyone. Be content with just plotting. Ignites all susceptible surfaces. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea here. Right, this guy may be running around and causing fires, might be the only threat still left here. Other than that, I think we'll be fine. Sabine can jump in there and get rid of the archer. Don't ignite it, don't ignite it. Fucking hell. Managed to ruin things the last second. God damn son of a bitch. If I just would not have attacked with my main character, there would have been no real risk. Also, using the oil is not useful in our situation at all. It's fantastic if I didn't have to keep him alive. I think I have a way to do that. We can basically teleport him out of there. He won't die.
Sorcerer! What are you...
He looks...
And it gives me an opportunity to actually do what I should have done all along. It's gonna cost quite a lot of action points, but I can do it. And Sabine can stay safe for at least that amount of time. Ah, who knew this had to get so goddamn complicated? Dolores. Try not to die. Yeah, it hurts him a little bit, but he's still okay. Yeah, and without the oil, we actually had the mobility to get out of the way. Right. And they went right next to the oil barrel. Okay. Okay, he's actually capable of fighting now. An allied unit. I was not expecting that. No complaints though. Right. In fairly good condition. Can place the source hound out of the fight for a turn or two. And the rest are in fairly bad shape. They can't do all that much. Saving points. Getting rid of the chicken is more important at this point. It's not gonna stay chicken for long. Right, at least at this point we can easily wipe it out. The source horn is gonna become a problem if I don't do something about it. There's a lot of people who can take down the archer before it has any chance to do anything.
The Reaper for me.
Right, I can't see how this could possibly fail at this point. They can kill Dolores, that's how it can fail.
Greet the Reaper for me.
I'll yield. None.
Can do a single attack. Not under any serious threat. This is a bit risky. Target is also too far away. This is not risky though. We can blind him. Ability to do physical damage is pretty much limited at this point. How the hell is he too far away? Because he just is. How the hell can he attack me but I can't attack him? That's bullshit. One turn until teleportation is back on the menu again. I'll teleport the archer into the fight at that point. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, that was a horrible, horrible idea. I might have managed to steal loss at the defeat from the jaws of victory here. If she attacks my main character, the archer, it's all over. But there's no way I can really prevent that from happening either. The easiest way to try to attempt it might be to throw her there. It's not quite so simple, because now the swordsman has to be dealt with through some means too. And I don't have the means. Please attack one of these. That'll help a little bit, but it doesn't really solve the problem. Can I paralyze his ass with something? Too far away, of course he is. Well, realistically... Right, how the fighting happened here between the elevation differences, that screwed me over pretty badly. It's a one-way street, and I don't understand why the fuck that is. Seems to favor the enemy quite a bit. Even to the point where I can't leave him without him giving him attacks of opportunity, even though my 2-meter range attacks can't reach him. I can't use physical attacks either. Yeah, they just miss. It just baffles me. I do. So I feel like I'm unfairly losing this one. But naturally the AI was still retarded enough here not to kill me for some reason. But this was bad. Bad. Also, we're in fairly bad spot here, so I'll yield just in case. What a goddamn mess this is. Managed to screw it up multiple times by burning the one guy I needed to save, and now this elevation difference seems to be mattering only for my attack ranges, not for the enemy attack ranges. I don't think it's quite that simple either. There's some sort of a thing that happens there if you're right at the edge, but I don't understand what the thing is. Seems sort of arbitrary. We're not in a good spot. Yeah, crippled, we're not moving. He can do a little bit of damage to me, but not enough to kill me. Dolores is doing a suicide run for some reason. Okay, I guess that was enough. Wasn't pretty, but we got there then. How the hell is that out of sight? It's clearly within the area that I can see. Right, elevation seems to... yeah, it's out of... target is out of sight again. How in the hell is it out of sight?
The
Lola.
colour wells back into the Magister's cheeks, and his wounds knit together into solid flesh.
And again, the dialogue is initiated to the closest character, not the character I want to do dialogue with. Can I change that? No.
I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend.
Tell him he's welcome. No one deserves to die alone on the ground.
That is what separates you from the Divine Order.
Tell him you want to know how to escape the prison.
There is a waterway. A boat. Hand me a map. It isn't far. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll let you pass.
She doesn't look much like a Madame Zur.
No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. She keeps sorcerer children safe from the Divine Order. I can think of no nobler soul in all the realm. With her help, we've saved countless children from Dallas and Alexander, and we aim to save many more.
Ask how many associates he has. Are there many magisters working against the Divine Order?
Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup. The Voidwoken have people terrified, not only for their lives, but for the very air they breathe, the sun that shines upon them. Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solutions at a time like this, no matter the consequences. Some people, anyway. You've given me a second life. I won't soon squander it, or forget what you've done. Thank you. I'm healed. Thank you, my friend. I will settle this debt.
Monies. Prison key.
Lucky find.
Nothing. Dimensional Bolt skill book. Summoning. No one has this. Does random type damage. Shiny red ball. Smells faintly of stale dark spread. Zyke's Talon. Probably a crafting component. Magical leather boots of sneaking. Not all that impressive loot. Still. He's actually the best sneaksman in the group now. I think he has a sneak of 3. Bloodied note.
Junk.
Report. Our military capabilities are improving. Silent monks prove effective foot soldiers, obedient to the end. They are sometimes prone to bouts of listlessness and melancholia, Curable by a shot of source. Keep him hungry, keep him stable. Is that it? No. 100 gold. Right. There's still one prisoner we need to talk to, and we'll do the level up. We can't do it fully because we don't have access to skills, but we should be able to do something. Verdas, decomposing. What does it mean? Healing spells and potions will damage you. Okay, let's not try to heal him then.
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash over him like the changing surface of a pond. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you!
Agree, it is.
How beautiful a thing for me to see before...
He spasms suddenly.
They're eating holes in my mind. They're making tunnels. This is how she makes them. This is how she does it. But you...
A single tear rolls down his cheek.
I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. I'm done for, but you... There's still hope.
Ask him what he means.
You'll know. They'll find you. They'll seek you out. That's their job. Get it? Yes, yes, of course you do. You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something. My head. I feel like someone's rummaged their fingers through my skull. Get out while you can.
Tell him you're going to get him out of here.
Oh, love, I'm wrecked. Can't go. Couldn't move my feet. As likely to stab you in the neck as shake your hand.
He giggles coquettishly, then bellows like a bear.
Leave!
Not sure what I could do here. Can't heal him. Refuses to leave. Not much I can do. We're getting quite a lot of skill points we're not spending on anything. More necromancy would be, I suppose, good in the sense that I could attack and heal at the same time. We're gonna need more memory, but I'm getting free ones from time to time, so I'm not sure how much. I do want to spend something on it now. Wits and finesse. More strength, because he is fundamentally a fighter, or that's like how we're playing him, so we got to keep developing that. Definitely a damage dealer, so strength, strength, strength. We're gonna need extra warfare anyway sooner or later, so might as well spend a point there now. Maybe two-hander too, because you can't go all the way damage if you're going to ignore the two-hander weapon skill. I'll save 1 point in case we want extra skills. But yeah, that's a decent increase in the amount of damage we can do. From weapon 12 to 13, from the bonuses, all the rest. Warfare physical damage is multiplicative. Strength is still by far the best source for this. Good learning experience for the fighting, if nothing else. We have a bad reading of the environment so far. The oil produced from these is just not predictable enough. I don't see the it's the elevation. How you can attack from down to up all the way up here is a miracle, because I can't do the opposite by any means. If I break the barrel here, it'll probably spread to around this area. But if I break it here, it'll go all the way down here, and there's no physics in this game, so I'm not sure how the hell it's calculating. It makes sense that it will flow downhill, but it's pretty much impossible to predict where it ends up going. So I need to get a better handle on how these perform. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep repeating this mistake. To be fair though, it's unlikely that we'll have to save some dying guy on the floor every fight, so not sure how big of a problem it's gonna be.